Alright, what is up everyone? I am back again with some more Persona 5 Royale. And to be honest, before I even started this one, I looked at the time and I was like, Jesus, this is already 3 o'clock, because it's already 3 o'clock right now as I'm doing this. And I think I've done at least 2 or 3, or not 2, I know I've done more than 2, at least 3 or 4 of these already. And I know I've been, like, going ham with this and everything. And to be honest, I really don't mind at all. Mostly because, like said, I've loved this game, and I don't know how much more I can really say that. Still, I gotta make sure that I got the title for this one right and everything. Whoops, I did the wrong button. Oh, here we go. I did. I'm sorry again, I keep doing that. At least I check in the beginning and not, you know, later and then realize that I messed up and then having to change it later. But we're already 29. Well, I guess I could say we, it doesn't really matter either way, but it's still, I'm surprised that I even got to 29 already, considering, well, I haven't really, like, I mean, the most I've done of anything else would be, well, Bloodborne and Dragon's Dogma. I don't even remember how many Dragon's Dogma I did, but I remembered I did a little bit similar to how I'm doing with Persona and how I did it, and I did it kind of frequently, like, if not every day, at least once a day, once every other day. Or not even. I mean, there were times where there was like months difference before I did it again. And even that, I didn't really do. Like, I didn't do Dragon's Dogma as I was doing with Persona. And, well, when it comes to Bloodborne, I've already played the game. And I mean, I've already played Persona, but not Royale. So, I mean, well, me starting from the beginning and going through this entire game, honestly, I feel like this is a lot better, knowing that I can do this, so that way I can get first-time reactions, especially reactions from me, and it's an experience for other people as well, considering this still is a relatively new game. I mean, aside from that, honestly, I'm just happy to be playing this game again. I've been considering re-downloading the original for a while, but I thought about it and I'm like, and then I needed space for other games, but this, honestly, whenever I got Royale, I'm like, nah, I'm just downloading it and I'm not gonna give two craps about anything else. But, either way, freaking voice crack, I actually forgot to get water before starting this one, as I did the other one, but we're just gonna have to make this work. I am gonna go work at the 777. Since I don't have to deal with Murky or Kasumi, those are the only two really I prioritize over the Confidants things. And I know I could be doing on Ryuji, Takami, Sojiro, and Yusuke. I don't think I can actually do Yusuke yet. But anyways, still, I know I could be doing them, but to be honest, I mean, I've already done theirs, so I already have a general grasp of what theirs even is. And the only reason, another reason why I'm trying to work on Guts and get, the teacher, I already forgot what her name was, Kawakami, something like that. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But still, the only reason why I'm trying to get at least hers done is because she also comes with a little bit of extra special benefits. And, I guess a tip for doing Persona, that I could give is that you want to try to limit who you actually are working up your confidants with. Even though it's good to be working up all of them and doing that as much as possible, but it's also important that you work on your social stats as well, and doing that mixed in with all the confidants. And as you can clearly see, I mean, you can do confidants pretty much every single day. It's kind of hard to manage between confidants and social stats, so prioritizing is kind of hard, but since I've played this game before, I know what it is that I'm doing and what it is that I'm trying to focus on, even though I'm kind of a little bit all over the place because I was trying to focus on my charm and knowledge, but then I added in trying to get guts because I forgot, well, not because I forgot, I already knew I needed more guts in order to do the teacher thing, but I decided that, you know, I might as well at least talk to her and get some of her special buffs that she gives, because some of them are pretty useful for me, and so yeah, it's just the only reason why I was like, okay, well, I might as well do it. Plus, it's good to have higher guts anyways, because I also need it for Iowa, even though I'm not really going to be focused on him, but he also has a pretty interesting backstory to go along with him, even though I didn't really get too far into it. I think I only got really midway into his, because I just couldn't get the guts fast enough to really talk to him about what was inside the bag, and yeah, but anyways, before I go on a ramble and just waste a lot of time with just me talking, I'm actually gonna do what it is that I'm gonna do in this. So anyway, sorry for the sudden call, it's Shibuya from the store. I was wondering if you had time to come in today. I forgot her name was Shibuya too, which is kind of ironic because she did working in Shibuya. Anyways, it's a double points day for card holders, so we're getting slammed. If you could help out, I'd really appreciate it. No, right, and the manager said you'll get paid extra for the really busy days. It's fine if you can, but if you got the time, please come help out.
Now's our chance!
Oh, wait, I forgot you just get a call and they ask if you could do that. Anyways, Shibuya, like said, ironic. Oop. Darn it. I would go to the diner on a rainy day, but since it is a day with a 7... Welcome. Keeping your cool this summer, Soothing Soba is now on sale. Today's a double points day. If your manager sees you doing well, you might get a reward.
What do you want to do?
So, what do you want to do? Okay. So... I'm going to work, and I'm also going to have to make sure that I don't just speed read through and that I actually pay attention to where the barcodes are, just in case I get questioned on it later. Alright, so I'll go to work. Here's a chime, I'll work.
Oh, thank God!
Oh, thank God. Anyways, I'm sorry, I had to. Oh, you're welcome. There, you're coming in today? That'd be so helpful. There's just no end to these customers. Just keep your cool and don't forget to smile. That's the panda bread. The package is shaped like a panda. There's a barcode near the panda's tail. That's the zebramen. It's supposedly known for its wild flavor. There's a barcode next to the detail information about zebras. Okay, tail zebras. There's a sudden rush of customers as soon as Shibuya-senpai goes on break. Let's just focus on finding the barcodes and quickly getting through the crowd. Zebramen, where's the barcode again? Next to the zebra info. There it is, let's scan it. The stripes on the zebra work not only for the camouflage, but also serve other purposes, such as temperature regulation. Who cares about this stuff?
Nice going!
Alright, that was some perfect barcode slaying.
You did great.
Good work on handling that all by yourself. You've been such a huge help.
Good work today.
Thanks for your hard work. Keep it up.
Hey!
Good work out there. You got to learn how to be considerate of others through dealing with customers. Yep.
Nice!
You've done a great job dealing with customers today. I'm sure you can look forward to your pay. See, okay, I should also mention that is a little bit different from the original game as well. It used to be you just go in, and then you go to work, and then some days you do well, and you get paid extra for doing well on those days. Or, some days you don't do so well and you don't get paid as much. So it's kind of interesting that they kind of changed how that worked. And also adding like the day with the 7, and it kind of makes it a little bit more unique.
Ah, you're back.
Alright. And crossword puzzle.
Hey!
Alright, since I learned that you don't really get anything extra for completely filling it out, it just kind of feels good to do so. Plus, this is only 3 letters. Kimono sash. Ah, kimono sash. Anyways. Sushi wrapper. And Japanese floral. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna look up the blue world. I already know you don't get anything extra for completely filling it out, so there really is no point to. And now I understand why on the thing that I googled they don't have the answers for all of them, because, well, there is no point in knowing the answers to all of them. Wait a minute. Wow. That is an interesting answer. And something I probably wouldn't have even thought about. Oh, son of a beep. Alright. Anyways, I found it. The answer is Japanese. Japanese. In contrast to imported Western art styles, paintings produced post-1900s techniques developed within Japan are referred to as Nihonga. Foreigners visited Japan during the Meiji period called called this Japanese painting, which the literal Japanese translate as Nihon, Japan, and Ga, or Nihonga, artwork. Anyways.
Alright.
I see.
Oh wow, even I couldn't figure that one out.
Nice.
Maybe you got a bit smarter after solving the puzzle. Oh, I do have to work on my guts. And it is nighttime, so... Welcome to the Big Bang Burger, open 24 hours a day because there's no day or night in space. What can I get for you? Take the challenge. At this time, you can take the Big Bang Challenge for only 500 yen. Would you like to try it? You might be able to gain some guts if you do this challenge, but are you sure you can finish the whole thing? As your second mate, the difficulty of the mission will be increased. The challenge will cost 500 yen. Take the challenge. Certainly. Now then, go take a seat and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming again. Please do your best to complete your objective, second mate.
Now then.
Well then, it's time to get the 30-minute Big Bang Challenge started. Ready? Go! That's the only upside for me to do these challenges, honestly, it's just the nums and the excuse for me to do that. It looks like there's a whole head of a lettuce in here. The burger's already cold. It looks good, but it's so big. That's what she said. Anyways,
Man.
I had to do that joke at least once. I guess it'll take more courage, yada yada, get more guts.
Yep.
I admire your enthusiasm in the face of adversity, though. Darn.
Wanna head back?
Come on, we should head home. I'm full just from watching you. Or from just watching you. Jesus Christ, I keep flipping that. I heard there's a forum about the Phantom Thieves. Oh, I've seen him on TV. He's famous, but he still rides the train like everyone else. Hey, isn't that that detective? The Phantom Thieves are kinda cool, huh?
What do you think about that?
Hey, that calling card sent to Madarame exhibit, do you think?
I was wondering about
Yeah,
that.
I think it's just like the one sent to Kamoshida. People online are saying the Phantom Thieves are behind
That's
this.
cool.
They're already a fan site with a bunch of requests posted on it.
It's
Can't
so
believe there are
cool.
real-life superheroes. If it happens, or if it happened twice, it's probably going to happen again. Can't wait to see who's next. I'm definitely gonna get water after this one, though.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I forgot there was one literally back to back. Should I look at it and see if I can answer it without it? No. For time's sake, I'm just gonna look at it. Alright. Anyways, sounds like a lot of people are going to be on that trip to the studio tomorrow. Do you guys get to see the show too? I wouldn't mind seeing that. I like talk shows. Oh, and variety shows. Wonder if they'll talk about the Phantom Thieves. They certainly got plenty of attention on TV and the internet. Though I'm a little worried about what might happen if the media gets people too riled up. Oh, that reminds me. Have you guys covered totalitarianism yet? I hate words. Anyways, it's a governmental structure that unites its people under a single ideology and authoritarian control of the masses. In theory, it brings the people together under one ideal. That definitely comes with logistical benefits. But it also means forcing ideals on people, assimilating the unwilling. And that's how wars get started.
How about you?
Alright, Monkey-kun, here's a question. Where does totalitarianism take things a step further than authoritism?
This is it. Exactly.
Wow,
Well
surprised you
said.
knew that. Yes, a totalitarian government tries to control the culture, morals, and even thoughts of its people. To minimize dissidents, they try to assimilate everyone into one ideology. Even reading the room can be seen as a form of personal assimilation. You all do that too, right? I try to, though I'm not great at it. It's not a bad skill to have. It can even help you survive the modern world. But you can't do it too much. If you make an echo chamber, then the people whose opinions differ might get hurt. Whoa, he actually knew that? Maybe I should ask if I could borrow his notes.
Nice going.
Wow, you must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that. Except for the fact that I'm not really studying. Alright, get that ready for the next one.
So,
I'd like to remind you all to keep a strong sense of self and an open mind so we can disagree and still live in harmony. I guess class is almost over, that's it for today. A strong sense of self, huh? We need to make sure we don't lose sight of what we believe in too.
Sounds like the principal's trying to get info on the students. Why do you think he's doing that? It's probably because of Mr. Kamoshida, right? Considering what happened with Suzuki-san. Huh? I heard Principal Kobayakawa knew about the sexual harassment too, and just turned a blind eye to it. I bet he wants to snuff out any rumors now. Even the volleyball team was told to keep quiet. That's the worst! So that's what he's using Nijibe-senpai for? Oh yeah, rumor has it she knew as well. Isn't that horrible? Chick's all noble about it too.
Nijima-senpai knew?
And more rumors.
What is the meaning of this, Principal Kobayakawa? Why did you post that notice?
It was all for your sake. I thought the more information you had, the easier your investigation would become. And did any information arise about the case I asked you to look into?
Nothing yet. I will pass the details along if anything comes up. Right now, there is a more pressing issue. It appears there are students at Shuchen who are being threatened by a criminal organization. A student who saw your posting came to us looking for help. I'd like to request a countermeasure.
Isn't this some sort of mistake? I can't believe this would happen to the students of our academy. Now is no time for such problems. There is still lingering concern regarding the Phantom Thieves.
But we received a request for help.
I'm rather busy at the moment. If you wish to do something, you will need to act on your own.
Sir, are you sure about this? I'm still investigating your case as well.
Yes, that's correct. It works out perfectly. My intentions have borne fruit. This criminal organization must be the connecting factor. If you pursue this criminal issue, you'll surely find clues about the Phantom Thieves.
But that's absurd.
So, let's say this rumor is true. Do you intend to ignore those students in trouble? Your sister would have solved this easily if she were in your position. My expectations of you are very high. I hope you don't disappoint.
Jesus Christ. Your sister could have done this, your sister this, your sister that. These people, I swear. It's almost the same thing as saying the same thing with me and my brother. Except for the only thing my brother can honestly do better than me is playing video games. Specifically Overwatch, but still. And that's my controller saying that it wants to get charged. Before I start reading this, I might as well put my controller on charger. This is when you know you're doing a live stream and you have to get stuff like this taken care of. Anyways, so what kind of person would be a bigger target than Madarame? I wonder. I guess it'd have to be someone who's the talk of the town. That's quite a big requisite. Don't we have any more specific ideas? Crooked politician? Ah, yes, that is an interesting line of thought. Either way, we'll need a lead before we can begin anything. We'll just have to look for that as we go. If only there was a big target just lying around for us.
Hey!
Hey, tomorrow's the field trip. Tomorrow's field trip is on the TV station, isn't it? Maybe our next target will be a celebrity. Nope, fuck you, Takami, or Takami. I don't care. I don't even care what your name is anymore. Senpai, do you have time today? I was thinking I need to make good on our deal. No time like the present, right? We can start hammering those basics into you anytime. This may be a good opportunity to strengthen my bond with Kasumi. So, are you going to spend time as Yoshizawa? I will definitely. Sure, thank you. Then how about we meet in Inokashira Park? Oh, sorry, I never know when this phone is actually working. Anyways, Inokashira Park then, and I'll see you later. I should get you a new phone. I have plenty of money. Not bad, Monkey Senpai. You're pretty flexible and you catch on so fast. At this rate, you have the fundamentals down in a heartbeat. My body is aching just from mimicking Kasumi's poses. Blame that. It's all about the harmony between the internal and external oblique muscles. I can't get enough of it. We're just getting started. Go easy on me. We're just getting started.
I knew it!
Well, feisty are we? I'm glad to hear it. Expert level gymnastics are beautiful, but they demand a lot of stretching. Alright, let's continue. I've stretched with Kasumi.
Good effort!
I think that's enough stretching for now. Good effort, senpai. And, I'd like to continue with our training, but I'm actually not doing so great at the moment, so I'm not sure I could manage anything too strenuous. You doing okay? Oh, I'm not sick or anything physically. I'm doing perfectly fine.
I was thinking...
Do you remember how I said I wanted to talk to you about something? I've been feeling like I'm stuck in this slump. No matter how much I practice, I just can't get any better. I went to my coach about it, but she told me to take some time off from gymnastics. According to her, I need to think about who I really am. The idea is not to stop doing gymnastics, just she wants me to take a break. I see. I've never had an issue that practice couldn't solve, but now I have no idea what to do. So, I want you to help me, Monkey Senpai.
You know...
If we were not doing gymnastics, will you still keep going out with me? No problem.
Thank you so much!
Really? Thank you so much. I should have said romantically, but still, I don't want to push things. I've heard my coach praising me. She says Kasumi's greatest weapon has always been her boldness. And honestly, that used to be true. I was totally fearless, confident. Gymnastics was the fun challenge. But ever since I started high school, I've been in a slump. I got taller for one, and there were some other complications. I can't move how I want anymore, like it's not even my own body. I kind of fell into a depression. It got pretty bad. But when you helped me in Shibuya, something occurred to me. When I saw how fearless you were, how confident you are, I knew you were the right one for the job. If I stick with you, Senpai, I think I can learn how to be confident again. Leave it to me.
Yes!
Great, thank you. I can't do the weird giggle. I don't even know why I even bothered. Anyways, you're a strange one, Senpai. I didn't think you'd accept. Well, I'll try and return the favor through our deal. I can sense Kasumi's appreciation. Tumbling allows you to avoid being surrounded by enemies in palaces. Interesting.
Alright.
Alright. Tumbling. After the lessons with Kasumi, Little can now use tumbling. If a shadow attacks you head-on in a palace, you will be able to avoid being surrounded by enemies and turn the situation into a normal encounter or an ambush. Oh, excuse me. I should get going. I have a meeting with my coach.
I'll be heading home now.
I need to get going for today, but I'll make sure you don't regret this. Thanks to Kasumi's training, I feel like my stamina increased.
Alright.
And I get a max increase whenever I talk to her? I love her more. Kasumi rushed off into the distance. I should gather up my belongings and head home. Thank you very much for joining me today, Monkey Senpai. Are you feeling sore after all that? You place stress on muscles that you don't use very often. Please remember to massage them out before you sleep. But I'm so glad you accepted my request. I was so relieved I suddenly got really hungry and then my stomach wouldn't stop growling in my meeting. Impressive. Thank you very much, though I don't know that's really worth any praise. An excessive diet tends to make most people feel sick, but it seems to have an opposite effect on me. But since you're helping me out, I'll do whatever it takes to maintain my shape. I hope you can help me next time, senpai. I'll be reaching out again soon. Well then, I'll talk to you soon. Heart. God, she can do the job better than I ever could as a phantom thief. You know how we're going to that TV station tomorrow, yeah? I'm thinking we might find our next target there. Oh, that's right. We're always hearing gossip about the dark sides of celebrities. You're absolutely right. With that much money, they've probably got their fingers in all sorts of dirty business. That phrasing has quite the immoral ring to it. Dude, you always react to the weirdest stuff. Anyway, we get to observe a live recording of a show, right? Ooh, maybe we're gonna be on TV. We'll just be in the crowd, remember? Any TV appearance would be for like 2 seconds. Try not to pull any fanciful stunts to garner attention, okay? Since it's nighttime. Going out with twins. We can do that now?
What are you gonna do today?
Alright, time to name the location, Justine. You do the honors.
Now.
Listen closely. The place we wish to evaluate for your rehabilitation is one that many young people are said to visit. Here, one has the opportunity to view the fantasies of humans. We hear there are a variety of fantasies available for pursual there, and all outside of a palace. How strange. Yes, these fantasies, they are the cognitions of others given a form. They will undoubtedly support your efforts. Does such a location sound familiar to you? Well, if you know where it is, then escort us there immediately. It could be the movie theater over in Shibuya.
What'll you do?
Oh, what'll it be? Oh, wow, perfect opportunity for me to actually go to the movies. That I said I was gonna do at least once at some point. You mean the movie theater?
Oh.
The what? The movie theater? Is that the place cursed to wander the land or something?
Guide me, inmate.
We shall confirm our intel for ourselves. Lead the way.
Not bad for an inmate.
That was rather enjoyable, inmate. We won't underestimate the human imagination again. You may claim to have enjoyed yourself, but you screamed told quite a different story, right to anyone who could hear. It's no wonder how everyone mistakes us for elementary school students.
Shut up!
Shut up, it was only because of that thing jumping out at my face. And you were just as scared, Justine. It certainly was startling. The eyes and nose seemed to stretch out right at me. Ah, this is so adorable. It all began the moment I donned those black glasses. What exactly were those that we wore? 3D glasses? Oh, so there was some sort of trick to the glasses. But your own glasses are just normal ones, right? Your own attention, wasn't wandering... Your own attention wasn't wandering while we were caught up in the movie, was it? Why is it that humans even create such large and elaborate fabrications in the first place, though? Isn't the imagination of these things satisfying enough? Even dreaming seems like a superior pastime. Why do humans go so far as to spend their money just to witness fictional events? To escape reality? So they wish to avert their eyes from the world they live in. What an unsettling answer. Escape, you say? That sounds rather human as well.
Don't tell me.
You wouldn't happen to be plotting an escape of your own, would you, inmate? No matter how much you might rail against us, we shall remain our inmate. Even the very thought of such a foolish endeavor is pointless for you. Or could the line of thinking be yet another avenue of escaping reality?
Huh.
What a pathetic fantasy. I'll bet you were thinking of blasting away the cell door, weren't you? Don't even consider such craziness, Caroline. If he were to attempt such a blatant jailbreak, either our master or ourselves would notice immediately. Oh, how would you do it, Justine? I would use a spoon to dig a hole through the wall and conceal it with a poster of some distractive image. Blowing open the cell door seems more impactful. They used that plan in one of the movie previews, correct? They wielded a bazooka and went about blowing everything up. Any recaptured escapee is executed on the spot. Freedom or death are the only option for an inmate on the lam. Suspense and excitement are necessary elements of any escape. Did you learn anything from the movie, Caroline, or were you simply enjoying yourself?
What?
Shut up, the inmate settled this for us. Hey, tell us, how do you try to escape? Would you blast the door open or use a spoon? I'm not going anywhere. It's not the answer we were looking for at the moment. It doesn't matter either. You can't escape us no matter how sound you think your plan is. There's no harm in allowing yourself to fantasize a little bit every now and then. I hate my charger. Anyways, hold on a second. Anyways, indeed, today we learned more about the power of human imagination. No wonder such vile palaces plague humanity.
Huh. Don't fall behind.
You're hereby free to fantasize, but keep it in check, inmate. Your job is to focus on your rehabilitation. That being said, here's your reward. Cool, I got Frey. And Sai. Those are interesting abilities. Return. Anyways, I believe that will be all for today. It is time to return. I escorted the twins back to the Velvet Room. You know what? I'm gonna make that another one of my top priorities now that I think about it, just because I can't, honestly.
And that's why we recruit sponsors to help make TV shows.
I just find hanging out with the twins interesting and honestly cute and adorable, considering they're like little twin girls, and how they argue and how they act is just adorable. Anyways, continuing onwards.
I'm sure you know about commercial breaks. Well, those are actually sponsor-related product placements. To sum things up, ratings are vitally important for a station's production funding, and...
This is interesting.
Huh? Oh, then you'd better keep listening, man.
For example, soap opera reruns are shown in the day, whereas alluring newswomen are broadcast at night. Thus, the scheduling department is where we decide what time we broadcast which program. I suppose you could say it's the place where the scheduling is determined.
Could this get any more obvious?
It's easy to understand.
Well, I guess you could say that.
So, the best parts are taken from the footage in order to cut down the program to the desired length. The place where this filmed footage is edited would be the editing room.
Hey, how much longer does this go?
I swear, I'm not gonna last.
What's going on? I can't stand all this noise.
Hey, asshole!
My apologies. I'll have them leave right away. Now then, it's time for a bit of hands-on experience.
Damn it! Who does that jerk think he is?
Hey there. You want to be on TV?
Huh?
You've got a slammin' bod after all.
I'm on a school trip.
Just give me a call if you're interested. I'd greatly welcome a message from you.
day or night.
Yeah.
Greatly welcome my ass. It's obvious what he's after. Do these rotten adults care about anything other than looks? I'll yank their stupid hearts out, damn it.
Will you quiet down? You're supposed to be acting like good students today.
I understand you're bored, but please don't cause any trouble, okay?
Well then, let's have you see what it's like to be an AC. Oh, that stands for assistant camera. When we're moving cameras, we need people who can keep the cables from getting tangled up. The blonde will do. He seems like he's got energy to spare anyway. Guy next to him, you can come too if you're feeling lonely. Come on, hurry up and grab the cables.
Damn it. This sucks. Ah, what a pain in the ass! This is totally killing my vibe.
Fought violently against the long cables. Or valiantly. Anyway.
I'm so pissed off! Aren't we supposed to be guests? Why the hell do we have to be doing manual labor? This is bullshit! Going to the bathroom didn't even make me feel better.
Quiet down, will you? I get how you feel, though. That sucked for the both of us.
Oh, we gotta do more of this tomorrow, too?
No flaking out, Ryuji.
I know. I gotta be a good boy, right?
Hold on a sec. My charger keeps falling out.
Being Phantom Thieves ain't easy.
And that reminds me, we get to go home straight from here today. We don't spend much time in this area, so why don't we relax and check out some shops beforehand?
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here! It looked delicious! What was that?
Oh, you mean Dometown? The round part is a baseball stadium, then along the outside, they've got an amusement park.
It's right in the middle of a business area, but they have some pretty hardcore rides there, too.
Alright, let's go. I'll show you just how courageous I am.
Going on a scary ride doesn't really prove any kind of courage.
Not like cats can get on anyways.
Really?
Really. You might be able to sneak in if you stay in the bag, but you'd totally puke if you did that. But, let's just go to Dometown. I'm really feeling it now.
Me too. My stomach's ready for roller coasters.
I think I'll pass on the puke rides.
Excuse me. I couldn't help but notice your uniforms. Are you students of Shujin Academy?
Yeah, what do you want?
I happened to be passing by, so it seemed polite to greet you. We'll be filming together, after all. Ah, where are my manners? My name is Goro Akechi.
Akechi?
Filming? What, you a celebrity?
Only to the extent of appearing on TV a couple of times.
Oh!
My apologies. I truly was just passing by. I must be going. There's a briefing for tomorrow's recording that I have to attend. So you're going to go have cake now? I missed lunch today, so I'm quite hungry myself.
Huh? Cake? What are you talking about?
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes. No matter. Well, see you tomorrow.
That guy's gotta be some kind of startup entertainer or something. He's never gonna get popular with that kind of hair, though.
You don't get it.
It's fine. We'll see him again tomorrow anyways. Come on, let's go to Dometown.
Oh boy. Oh,
all right.
Reading all that.
Hey, can we skip the vomit machines and get cake instead?
I feel like I'm gonna puke. Oh, for real, my stomach's churning.
This is why I spoke against it.
Dude, it's not fair. Using your cathood as an excuse. Only at times like this.
Anyway, are you guys feeling hungry? How about some pancakes?
Let's go home. We have another full day ahead of us tomorrow.
Well then.
We're gonna film us on TV station tomorrow, right? Well, try not to stand out too much. That's Ryuji's thing. That's fine. And my controller keeps falling off the charger, or the charger keeps falling off the controller.
Oh!
The hell is this? How the hell are the dead running about?
Have you been bitten? Show me your arms. You haven't been scratched or bitten, have you?
It's a story about people trying to survive in a city infested with zombies. You know, in fact, itself is called The Running Dead, a complete Walking Dead reference.
For real?
Talk about a dead man walking. I saw dogs in there too, but not a single cat. Ooh, what a scary world. I wouldn't want anything to do with that. I bet you summoned a little more guts by watching this drama. I could have taken the challenge, but it would have ended out the same. To be honest, I'm wanting to finish this movie as quick as I can.
Mr. Akechi's coming on!
It's Akechi! Oh, he's so cool!
Ain't that the guy from yesterday?
Cutting back from commercial. 7, 6, 5 seconds till start. 4, 3.
And now, on to the hottest meet and greet segment of our show. After his last appearance was so well received, we decided to bring back this fine gentleman today. It's the high school detective, Goro Akechi.
Hello there.
Thank you for taking the time to join us today, Akechi-kun. Your popularity is stunning.
Even I found it to be quite a surprise. It is a bit embarrassing, though.
Moving along, we've been told there's a case on your mind right now. Care to share, Detective?
Ah, yes. That would be the scandal involving the master artist Madarame.
There it is! All of this Phantom Thief excitement has caught your attention too, Akechi-kun. Allow me to be blunt for just a second. What do you think of these justice-oriented Phantom Thieves?
If they truly are heroes of justice, I sincerely hope they exist.
Oh, so you don't deny the possibility that they're real?
I may not seem like it, but I sometimes wish that Santa Claus actually existed. Although, if he did, I'd have to arrest him for breaking and entering. But hypothetically speaking, if these Phantom Thieves are real, I believe they should be tried in a court of law.
That's quite the statement. Are they committing crimes? Some people even say that the thieves are actually helping their victims abandon their evil ways.
What the artist Madarame did truly was an unforgivable crime. However, they're taking the law into their own hands by judging him. It is far from justice. More importantly, you should never forcefully change a person's heart.
You have a point. These people are calling themselves the Phantom Thieves, after all. Amazing as always, Akechi-kun. I could listen to you for days. You have the most radiant charisma.
I have to say, though, I would be embarrassed if it turns out these Phantom Thieves don't exist. If that were the case, I'd summarize it into a report as a school project.
Now then, let's try asking some students the same age as Akechi-kun about the Phantom Thieves. First, please press your button now if you think the Phantom Thieves exist.
Of course they do.
About 30% or so. What are your thoughts, Akechi-kun?
I'm a bit surprised. That's higher than I was expecting. I'd love to hear some more detailed opinions on the Phantom Thieves' actions.
All right, let's try asking this student here.
Ironic how they try asking the leader of the Phantom Thieves themselves.
Hypothetically speaking, what are your thoughts on these Phantom Thieves if they were real?
They're justice itself.
You say that with such firmness.
This completely goes against the opinion you had about them being tried by law, Akechi-kun.
Indeed. It's rather intriguing to hear such a strong acknowledgement. In that case, there's one more question I'd like to ask. If someone close to you, for example, your friend next to you, if his heart suddenly changed, wouldn't you think it was the work of the Phantom Thieves?
They only target criminals.
I see. But how can you be so sure? Whether the thieves' actions are good or not, I feel there is a more important issue at hand.
What do you mean?
The matter of how they change people's hearts. If they honestly possess that ability, it could be used for more than extracting confessions. It could be that what seem to be ordinary crimes are actually being perpetrated by these methods.
You know, you're absolutely right.
Oh, please don't misunderstand. This is all purely hypothetical. It is only if people who can use such a power truly exist. Either way, though, this cannot be ignored. The existence of the Phantom Thieves would be nothing but a threat to our everyday lives. To be honest, I'm already working alongside the police to help sort out this matter.
It kinda seemed like what he was saying might be right.
He made it sound like we're the baddies. I don't like it.
That stuff about the police, do you think it's for real?
He can say whatever he wants. The justice of it all is something we can decide for ourselves.
Oh, sorry, I gotta go take a leak. Can you guys wait here? I'll be right back.
Oh my god. I'm gonna keep going, okay?
Oh, it's you! I'm glad I found you. I wanted to thank you in person. To paraphrase Hegel, advancement cannot occur without both thesis and antithesis. My apologies. What I mean is that our discussion was quite meaningful. Few people around me are so willing to speak their minds as freely as you did earlier. Adults are only interested in using the young, while they simply do as the adults say. There are too many irresponsible people in these modern times. I can understand why you'd support the Phantom Thieves. It's possible that this group is just as you believe, and they are truly acting with good intentions. Since they have special talents, I assume their hearts must be burning with a sense of justice and duty. But that justice is merely a facade, concealing their lack of true strength. That's why I believe if a truly powerful opponent were to corner them, they would flee without a second thought. Oh? You really are intriguing. I bet you'd make for a worthwhile debate partner on the subject. If it's all right with you, would you continue sharing your thoughts with me? Thank you. That's great news. I sense something in you that's quite different from other people. I guess you can call it my detective's intuition. Kidding, of course.
Seems that Detective Akechi has taken a liking to me.
I can't believe you evaded the police's network until today. The only logical explanation is that someone in the police has ties to the Phantom Thieves. Explain yourself.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Justice Persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
See, now, as far as I've gotten into the story, things are really starting to heat up. Although I know I keep saying that, but I mean, to be honest, after speaking with Goro Akechi, things are definitely gonna start heating up a lot. Like, as if you already thought it was heating up before, it definitely is. Hey, what's up, man?
Alright.
I mean, you came at an interesting time since I'm getting close to the 1 hour mark, but I'm gonna wait till I get to LeBlanc or a save point anyways. I'll start up another one in a little
Yes.
bit.
We should exchange contact info.
Oh, really? Honestly, I definitely recommend it is worth it. Now, I should say, though, as a little disclaimer for myself, I do have the Ultimate Edition, and some of the personas that I've been using might be overpowered, but I mean, even without having to buy the OP personas, just the base game itself is fun to play. Honestly, having overpowered personas makes it a little bit more dull, though, considering I can just one-shot things whenever I please. But I definitely would recommend it if you have never played it before. Another thing I guess I could say is that if you were to get this game, to get the Royale version of it, even though they're, it's different from, like, the original Persona 5, but a couple of reasons why I like it is because A, I can live stream it, B, like, there's, like, unique changes and differences that aren't in its, like, original game, so it's a lot more interesting and a lot more fun. But I'm gonna continue this before I get too sidetracked into that and plugging into it. I'm not sponsored, I just love playing this game.
And registered. Well, I hope to see you again sometime soon.
Does it have good replay value? Oh, replay value? Definitely, considering I'm replaying it pretty much right now. If I were... Okay, so, I guess a little bit of spoilers, although not like it really matters, because what I'm gonna say is purely gameplay related. But your social status, and the money you received, and confidants that you registered, like, you can get, like, you could get your persona back that you were using, and your social status will stay at its same level, so you can actually do things that you couldn't before because you had to increase your social status. So it's always like good to go back and replay, so that way there's like little bit of things that you can do early on that you weren't really able to do before. And plus, there's, well, a lot of people to talk to and everything, and you can't really do everything all in one run through. And so that's why there's a reason why I'm focusing only on certain things right now. And then I'm most likely gonna have to go back and do all the other confidants at a later time. So yeah, it definitely does have good replay value.
A detective's intuition, huh? We shouldn't underestimate that. On the other hand, there's an awful lot we could learn from him. If he contacts you, try hanging out with him.
Sorry for taking so long. Wait, was that Akechi? I can't stand that high and mighty attitude. Just breathing the same air as him makes me sick. Come on, let's go.
Oh, I guess I could mention that there is like foul language and other things. Honestly, I don't care about it too much considering I've been reading it. It's just something I should point out just in case if it would bother anybody around. What a boring field trip. We didn't even find any worthwhile targets. That Akechi bastard thinking about what he said is pissing me off again. He clearly tried to discredit everything we're doing. And he just had to say it on live TV too. Don't be so sour. There are without a doubt people we have saved. Those people could not have been saved if not for the heroics of the Phantom Thieves. I am living proof of that. Aw, what a nice thing to say. Still, what was that? Yeah, what was... I can't English, I swear. Hold on. Was what Akechi-kun said actually wrong? I feel like he had a point. Why are you gonna bring that up now? I mean, is it really okay to be doing this to people just because they're criminals? Doesn't it seem a little selfish? We are Phantom Thieves, I doubt everyone would forgive us for what we did to Madarame. Yet, I still decided that it was a necessary act. Kamoshida too, we weren't gonna do shit to him through any kind of normal methods. That's true, but what do you think, Little? Are we being selfish? Should mention, I named my character Little Monkey. A little side thing I guess I could mention as well, that if you were to use the name, like the anime name, they would actually say the name. Now, of course, in text messages they wouldn't say that, but I'm just saying, in like dialogue, they would actually say the actual name. But you can name your character whatever you want to name them. It doesn't really matter. I only named mine Little Monkey because I did that before whenever I personally ran through the game. And then I decided to do it again just because YouTube purposes, and it's kind of ironic since I call myself Little Monkey. So, you know, it fits in that way. We're helping people. I guess I can't really think of any other way. I believe our best path forward is sticking to our justice, not that of the law. Oh, whoops. Anyway, shouldn't that be enough? And with the unanimous decision rule in place, I doubt we'll lose our way. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for bringing that up. And don't worry, I'm not thinking about quitting the Phantom Thieves or anything. Just you watch, Akechi. Someday you're totally gonna see who was right. Okay, let's stop talking about this for now.
That Detective Akechi seems to have a lot of influence on the media. It'd be dangerous to get too close to him, but he may actually prove useful in some situations.
God, I'm furious. You heard what Akechi said, right, Monkey? How dare he declare Phantom Thieves are criminals? As the administrator of the Phantom Aficionado website, I can't stay quiet about this. I'm going to show Akechi how people online really feel. I'll change up the survey question tomorrow morning. Justice with the Phantom Thieves, keep on doing what you do best.
Why is he, of all people,
or
getting
Justice
angry
is with
about
the Phantom
this?
Thieves. That's my bad. Anyways.
Anyway, he means the survey on the fan site, right? I guess we should look forward to it.
Alright. Well, on that note, since it is the 1 hour mark, and I'm trying to keep these close to 1 hour as possible, mostly for YouTube's sake, I am gonna start another one up, pretty much almost dead immediately, because I can't stop playing this game. But I do need to take a little bit of a short break to get water, go to the bathroom, that kind of thing, because I haven't done that in a little while. But whenever I'm done doing that, I'm going to continue onwards. And I mean, like, if you still want to continue to watch, you can. Sorry, because like you joined on an interesting time, because like it was close to the 1 hour mark as it was that I've been doing these. But you can still check out my other ones like before I go live. Alright. Well, it'll only be like a little bit, like a few minutes or so. I don't know, depending, whatever. But still. For YouTube's sake, though, me doing what I'm doing now, I hope everybody is enjoying the story so far and everything that's been happening. And honestly, though, it would be good for you to like go back and rewatch, but I know I'm like gonna be still playing, so it'd be hard to kind of fully catch up on everything that's happened. But either way, I hope everybody is enjoying this as much as I am. I can't say that enough, honestly. I'm like a broken record at this point with how many times I've been saying that. But I shall see y'all later. Peace.